We're taking a closer look at the recent arrest of 3 teens in Providence who led police in a chaotic chase through the city last month. It resulted in 2 officers being suspended.
So Providence Police releasing more than 40 separate body cam videos of this incident yesterday. Kate Walsh live outside the Providence Public Safety Complex this morning with more.
Well, we had known last month in July that 2 police officers had been placed on paid administrative leave for their actions involving an incident with those 3 teens in the early morning hours of July 9th. In fact, at the time at a news conference, Public Safety Commissioner Stephen Perry had called some of the police camera video he saw appalling. And now Target 12 investigator Steph Machado shows us what some of that video he was referring to may look like.
The hours of body camera video shows Providence police officers repeatedly punching teenage boys they are arresting in the early hours of July 9th. One teen with his face bloodied. Officer Domingo Diaz, who has been suspended, spits at him as the teen is pulled up from the ground. Diaz, in another video clip, is seen repeatedly punching one of the teens before being physically pulled off of him by a sergeant. The violent arrests taking place after an hours-long chase through the city. The 3 teenagers in a BMW convertible accused of driving erratically and pointing a BB gun rifle at civilians and police. When they finally crashed into a fire hydrant on Salmon Street, police are seen on video pulling them out of the car. More than one officer throws punches.
You okay?
Yeah.
In this clip, an officer interviews the driver, who says he's 15.
But bro, like, do you see the severity of this? Like, you guys are going crazy, man. The whole state was after you guys.
That's why I kept telling them stop.
Now, we had requested that police cam video last month, and that request was rejected as the investigation was ongoing. But just yesterday, Attorney General Peter Nerona allowed its release. And after everyone has now seen it, the Black Lives Matter Rhode Island PAC organizer said it's frustrating.
I mean, I don't think that any of us can look at that video and see that a child is lifeless on the ground and being spit on and feel like that is protecting people.
Providence Police Union President Michael Amandi said they won't directly comment on the officers' actions, but said in part, quote, "The investigation surrounding this incident should be full and complete before judgment is passed on any of the actions taken to facilitate the arrest of these subjects." As stated numerous times, when making an arrest, especially in a highly volatile incident with violent subjects who intend to resist arrest, it never looks good, quote, on camera, and people will be quick to judge. And that investigation into the 2 officers who are on paid leave right now is still ongoing. Live in Providence this morning, I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.
Finally getting a look at why 2 Providence police officers were suspended with pay last month due to an incident with some teenagers.
Yeah, so the Attorney General's office authorized the release of what you're looking at here. It's police body camera footage. They released it last night in the 41 separate videos totaling more than 8 hours. You can see officers at times punching at least 2 teens as they were being arrested. Police tell us the teenagers were arrested after leading police on an hours-long chase in a BMW through the city, pointing a BB gun at people and at a police officer.
12 News reporter Kate Walsh joins us live from the Providence Public Safety Complex this morning with new reaction. Kate?
Now, this incident happened on July 9th, so we had known last month that these 2 police officers were on paid leave during this investigation, and at the time at a news conference, Public Safety Commissioner Stephen Perry had said that when he looked at the police body cam video, he saw a use of force that he called appalling. And here's a clip from the 8 hours of video that was released last night. It shows an officer's conversation with one of the teens who said that they were 15 years old, and it also shows what else happened.
But bro, like, do you see the severity of this? Like, you guys are going crazy, man. The whole state was after you guys.
That's why I kept telling them stop put that out the window, and they don't listen. They don't listen. They don't listen.
You just should have pulled over, bro. You were the driver, man.
So that gives you a sense of what was going on at the time, but other video shows Officer Domingo Diaz spitting at a teen who had a bloody face as the teen is pulled from the ground. Diaz is also seen punching one of the teens before being pulled off by a sergeant. Providence police say it all started the night of July 8th into the 9th when teenagers driving a convertible BMW led officers on a chase through the city for hours. The teens allegedly fired a BB gun at people and an officer, and it ended when the vehicle crashed into a hydrant. The 3 teens were arrested, but we didn't know what exactly that arrest scene looked like until this video was released. This apparent use of force frustrating to Black Lives Matter Rhode Island PAC organizer Harrison Tuttle.
These are trained professionals that are given the trust by taxpayers in our state to be able to handle those situations in which kids don't get spit on. And so by no means are the actions by the kids acceptable, and they should be held accountable. But we should also hold the police officers accountable for what they did as well.
But the head of the Providence Police Union, Michael Amundi, said that the focus should be on how police helped save the victims and that people don't know what it's like to experience these tense seconds during an arrest. He said in part, quote, "Our officers took the necessary actions to end this reign of terror on our city. The experts in use of force will make that determination based on the facts and not emotions. Let the judicial fact-finding process be what decides the outcome." And Black Lives Matter Rhode Island said that they will be hosting a protest here outside the Providence Public Safety Complex tomorrow, Friday afternoon. Live in Providence, I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.